Hey everybody, my name is Brianna Rudder, and in this tutorial, I'm going to show you exactly how I did these gold box braids on my own hair. And of course, I'm going to show you step by step how I did it. So your eyes are not deceiving you. I definitely use gold, but I use gold ribbons to achieve this look. For supplies, you're going to need to use some braiding hair, and I used kanekalon braiding hair in the color number 1B, and I used 8 packages of hair. Of course, you could use less or more depending on the look you want. I also used some jam styling gel so that I can slick down my parts. Next, you're gonna need an edge brush to style up your hair, a rat tail comb, and you're also going to need some clips to keep your sections. Then we're gonna use a wide tooth comb and of course the gold ribbon. This will be the highlight of the style because I'm gonna show you how you can braid your hair with ribbons. And then you're gonna use some scissors to clean up any hairs. I am also going to be using a rubber band to show you how to do the rubber band method as well. So pay close attention throughout this entire tutorial because I'm going to show you 3 easy ways to do this box braiding technique. So first, you're going to go ahead and begin parting off one of your areas so that you can start doing your box braid, and I put a little bit of edge control on the hair to keep it slick. Now we're going to section out the hair we need for our braid, and you don't need a lot of hair. So now I'm going to unravel the ribbon, and it kind of takes a minute because you need a really long piece. So we're going to add one piece to the actual hair, and I'm going to make sure to cut a little bit past the length of the hair, and you'll see why later. So now I'm just using my pincher finger and thumb, and I'm going to put it around the hair because I'm not going to be separating this hair into smaller pieces. I normally like to do 2-legged braids when I actually do a box braid, but as you can see here, I'm going to actually keep it whole, and then I'm going to use the part of my hair I prep as the 3rd leg. So this is just one technique, and I'm going to show you 2 more techniques to do this style. So as you can see here, I'm just rotating each leg around itself using my middle leg, which is my real hair, as the 3rd leg. And then when I rotate, I make sure to just pull a little tight at the root so that it's very firm, and then you just overlap a couple of times. After you overlap just a few times, you're going to pinch off a little bit of hair from both sides. You want to pinch off 1/3 of the hair from the left side and 1/3 of the hair from the right side, so that way all 3 legs of your braid are equal when you braid it down to the ends. So as you can see, this is a super easy way to do box braids. I normally like to divide my braiding hair about 2 times before I braid, but in this instance, you use your real hair as the 3rd leg so that it's very easy to actually braid your box braid. So you want to make sure you continue braiding going all the way down to the ends, just like you would do a normal box braid. But as you're braiding, make sure that you keep the shiny side of the ribbon up. I noticed that if you allow it to flip on its own from braiding, it will make your braid not look as shiny. So I have both shiny sides up. And just make sure you braid all the way past, and there will be a little bit that sticks out and you could just cut it off. So as you can see, that's how one technique looks for doing the gold box braids. For this second technique, I'm going to show you how to do it with the rubber band method. Now this method is extremely helpful if you have short pieces of hair or short areas of hair on your head. So specifically for me, the shortest area of my hair is the back, so I like to always do the rubber band method at the first row at the back of my head. But I'm going to show you how to do it anywhere on your head, just like this. So you just crochet or use a latch hook to pull your braiding hair through your actual box braided area. So once you pull it all the way through, you want to make sure you also pull your ribbon through as well. Oh, and if you add more ribbons, it's going to make your box braids more shiny. So as you can see here, I'm still using my real hair as that 3rd leg, and I'm pinching off 1/3 of the hair from the left side and 1/3 of the hair from the right side. So that way, as I braid, my braids are equal in size. Because if you always have issues with your box braids not looking neat or looking kind of lumpy or funny, that's because all 3 legs needs to be equal. If they're not, it's not going to make your box braid look consistently smooth. This is a very good technique for those of you who have a difficult time gripping the roots of your hair, because I know that can be a struggle. So if you do the rubber band method, it makes it perfect. So now the very next technique I'm going to show you is the double box braid method. So you just braid your actual parted box braid area, as you can see here, in a regular braid. So after you finish braiding it, you're then going to grab your braiding hair and then begin adding it to your braid. This helps keep your real hair neat, and it prevents flyaways if you braid your real hair first and then add braiding hair. So this is a technique that I like to do when prepping the braiding hair. I like to make sure it's 3 legs, and I like to keep my ribbon on one side. This allows me to have a very secure grip as I'm braiding my box braids. So what you do is you make sure that you open up your index and your thumb on your right hand to grab your real braid that you've just braided, and then you begin overlapping one piece over another. Every time you rotate your right hand to the right, you hook with your left index finger. Every time you rotate your left hand to the left, you hook your right index finger. And you continue to do that pattern going back and forth, braiding all the way down to the ends. And when you're braiding your box braid, if you notice that you have flyaways, just put a little bit of edge control on your finger and then just continue braiding. As you're braiding, you're also smoothing your fingers against the legs of your braid, which also helps you to prevent flyaways. So if you have a lot of flyaways when you do box braids, you have to smooth as you overlap each section. Don't just overlap the braiding hair, actually smooth and move your fingers downward to keep your flyaways inside of your hair. Now, in order to braid very long braids, I like to use a clip, and I like to clip the braid onto itself because my braids are waist length and it's very hard to have my hands go all the way down. So a clip helps you to braid to the ends of your braids. Then you just clip off the rest of that gold ribbon you see here to clean up that braid. And as you can see, this is how it looks now that it's finished. So this is how the back of my braids look, and as you can see, it has the perfect amount of gold, making this super wearable for any occasion. Now you can go ahead and style up your edges however you desire. Whether you want to add some edge control or not, it's totally up to you. But I like to do edge control to tie in my look. And by the way, I know a lot of you love watching my videos, but if any of you have never commented before, I want you to show me some love for the very first time and let me know what you think of this hairstyle down below in the comments. So now what I'm going to do just for kicks is I'm going to go ahead and throw a high ponytail with this hair so that you can see how it looks when it's styled. Now you can wear it down to the side in a ponytail and a large braid, wherever you so desire. As you can see, ladies, this is the finished result of the gold box braids. This is such a new spin on such a classic look. And if you want me to do more inspired ribbon tutorials like this, just let me know. And I'll catch y'all on the next video. Bye-bye.